chugging, Jay? Chugged up? Derks.
What's up?
It is an honor to hang out with you. Thank you with all the chaos going on, making time to hang out with me, man.
Yeah.
This is a year in the making.
Yeah.
So
I know
I'm
very hard to. I don't usually do the interview parts of it.
I noticed that. Yeah, it seems like recently you really have really been out there, you know, for obvious reasons. Which I've been in the same boat where you kind of have to put yourself out there in order to tell the story properly.
Yeah, I mean, I've just always, I think, kind of why I enjoy being in GWAR is I like being behind the scenes more, and I get to still be a performer, but not have to be a public figure at all.
Yeah,
'Cause I've never really wanted to be a public figure, so GWAR is kind of the perfect band for me because, you know,
yeah,
Ballsack, the Jaws of Death gets to be a rock star, and I get to still just be me.
yeah.
And
Just run a restaurant.
yeah,
You know.
I go home, I bartend at the GWAR bar, and people come in and go, "Wow, man,
That's
do
sick.
people in GWAR ever come in here?" And I'm like, sometimes. And
Like, nah,
just have-
they don't want to see me.
yeah.
They see enough of me.
Well, no, they just have no idea. Like, it's like, unless you're like a diehard GWAR fan, you don't know what the guys in GWAR look like. So,
Yeah.
which used to be back in the day, nobody knew what we looked like because there wasn't the internet. You know, there were just fanzines and.
Yeah, how have you been adjusting, kind of putting yourself out there more?
I'm not very good at it. You know, it's like I don't have a very big social media presence.
Yeah.
And,
I was going to tell you, Dirks. I think you're, you know, coming from experience and making that adjustment. I thought you were doing a good job. You know, you got to be vulnerable. It's weird. I guess.
I mean, I guess
easier.
we had the documentary. It was really one of the first times I've, you know, really been featured me as Derks. You know.
Yeah.
I just haven't done that many interviews out of costume over the years.
Probably felt weird, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Yeah. Talk about being vulnerable. It's like.
I mean, you're talking over for you, Dirks, like over 2 decades of, you know, being behind the spotlight. Now you're all of a sudden you're pushed right into the front.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. I get it. It's I'm still adjusting to it. It's hard. Yeah. So congratulations with GWAR celebrating 40 years.
40
years, dude.
Yep.
I was at the art show.
You were.
Yeah, it was sick, dude.
That was fun. They did a great job. Bob Gorman, who plays Bone Snapper, it's kind of he's kept all these things, he has just files of stuff, and finally busted them out with Roger Gassman from Beyond the Streets Gallery, and they did an amazing job putting together the show. I was blown away because there was all this stuff I'd never seen before. Like, I was like geeking out. Yeah, I was geeking out. Like, he had all these bottles from the dairy, which is the building where GWAR first, you know, took place. You know, like where the inception of GWAR was in that building. There's this building in Richmond that's called the Dairy because it used to be a milk bottling factory and plant. And
oh, really?
Yeah, and in the 80s, it was just an empty warehouse, and somebody was trying to turn it into apartments, and so they got all these students to live there for free to fix it up, and it was just decrepit warehouse space, and a bunch of weirdo artists were living there and working on it and living rent free and going to VCU. And
okay, is this the slave pit?
That was the original slave pit.
Okay, got it. So it was originally a milk factory, a milk bottling factory. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
And this psycho saved the fucking bottles of milk. Man, you saved. Dude, you have some friends, man, that just save everything.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm so glad that there's other people that do it.
Yeah. Sometimes being a pack rat pays off. You know, 40 years later.
Oh my goodness! Did you ever live there?
I did not.
I was wondering. I know like people talked about they were just kind of move in. I knew even though it was not legal. I'm like, I wonder if Derks
Yeah,
actually
that's the dairy. It's
the
such a
dairy.
cool building with like these milk bottle ends on the each corner of the building. It's a giant milk bottle. And actually, the Hunter Jackson was living there with Dave Brockie, and he was working on making a science fiction movie called Scumdogs of the
Gum dogs.
Universe.
Yeah.
And those weird milk bottle, he was living in one of those milk bottles, and like they built the set for like a spaceship inside of one of the milk bottles, and that was like part of what shaped the early days of GWAR.
Holy
Was
crap, dude! Imagine. Well, so you go by Derks.
yeah.
Okay. Is that what your friends called you back home in Richmond?
Yeah, I mean, it's Michael Derks, but they're just at one point there were 4 different mics in the band. So
Oh, okay. So you got to go by the last name.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like Mike Bishop goes by Bishop
Oh,
mostly,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. What do your parents call you?
they call me Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's cool that your parents seem to always been very supportive. You know, I can't. I found it's crazy like the connection I've found between GWAR and VCU. It seems like a lot of people came from this particular college. I mean, Brockie literally didn't he move to Richmond to go to attend that college?
Yeah, yeah. I moved to Richmond to go to VCU. Like I was in the music department for 2 years, and then dropped out to go on tour with GWAR. But most of the artists in GWAR went to VCU for the art department there, which was
Wow, like Hunter Jackson and like they were kind of like GWAR kind of like became, you know, I don't know, this is gonna sound weird, but it kind of like became like the art rejects. It seems like
oh
if
yeah,
anyone that like, kind of like rejected the teachers that rejected their art,
yeah,
they pretty much channeled all of that into what we know now.
yeah. It's like nowadays, like you can like weirdo art and it's fine. There's always a
That is
place to
true.
learn about it and go and do it. But back then, it was very much like this is what art is, and we're going to teach you about real art. And you know, if you're like
Yeah.
into like comic books and fantasy for Zeta and stuff, it's like
Uh-huh.
you can't go and learn that at college. So they kind of made their own outlets for it. And
Yeah. What year are we talking?
we're talking like 85, 86.
85. Okay, I was just born. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because like the dark art wasn't really like it wasn't accepted at all
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah. I mean, comic book art and fantasy art, you know, that wasn't, you know, they're amazing for Zeta and Vallejo and all these
Wow.
incredible artists that it's like, that's not real art because they're drawing half naked women and guys with swords, you know, it's,
That's not real art. What is real art?
you know, a bowl of fruit sitting on a
Oh
table.
my god. No, that's a fucking snack.
Yeah.
That's a snack to me. Is that art?
But I went to VCU for music, and they had a great jazz program. Like Ellis Marsalis was teaching there when I went. You know, he's the father of Brantford and Wynton Marsalis.
Oh.
So, but still, you know, that was, you know, they had a great jazz program. There's like nothing really, you know, they're not teaching rock guitar or anything. I was
Yeah.
playing like classical guitar and cello.
Oh wow! So you went there specifically for jazz? Because wasn't your was because when you were growing up, Derks, wasn't your dad really into jazz and classical? So you just grew up with that going around like the house.
Yeah, I mean, he had amazing jazz collection, and he went to school. He was from Illinois, and he would go when he was younger to the jazz clubs in Chicago
Yeah.
and saw all the greats in like tiny little clubs, you know. And you know, he wasn't insanely passionate about it, but he was, you know, he like liked good music. And
I don't know, man. If you're jamming jazz, you must like it. You know, you must freaking like it. You know, why did he move out of there?
well, he
Moved.
moved.
Because he's a college professor, correct?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
a college professor at William and Mary, a psychology professor
Okay.
who actually specialized in the psychology of humor.
Yeah.
And yeah, he would, which is funny because at one point he was actually used GWAR as an example in his class of chaotic aggressive humor.
I heard that. What? I mean, man, what? I mean, how? Especially for the time, how would you use that for like an example? That's pretty dark humor.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
it was talking about the different, types of humor, and how
Wow.
he actually did research at NASA where he would hook people up to EKG machines and map the way that the
Are you
brain
serious?
reacts to humor,
What do you find? Did he ever tell you?
Yeah, I mean, he was published in Peter Derks. But actually
Aggressive
very much
humor?
the way that the brain reacts to solving a problem that's a lot of the times that's part of the thing. Like if you're solving a problem, that's like getting the joke because your brain reacts in a very similar way. It's like kind of an aha type moment, but it's like when you take a quick turn too, it's like your brain's going this way and all of a sudden goes that way. Has the way your brain reacts to things.
Oh man, he was really trying to find out what like humor was all about.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, we're finding studies. Holy crap, dude! So he was really trying to see how the brain was reacting. Then he was using GWAR to find these reactions.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So Derks, your musical journey. I mean, you've been through you've been through a lot, man. I mean, from being shot at to tragedies to being in a band for 40 years. So is your first record Sgt. Pepper's? Correct?
Actually, it really is.
Okay, and you got it when you were 8, right? And then
Yeah.
you got your first guitar at 9, correct?
That sounds about right. Yeah, I started playing guitar around 10.
What was the first one?
My first guitar was a classical,
You went straight into classical?
That's what I was playing. I wasn't taking lessons in classical, but I had like the catgut string guitar,
Man.
Right, they were still nylon then, but it's called catgut.
Oh, okay.
Because the original classical guitar strings were made from catguts.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So classical guitar strings are made from cat guts?
I don't know. You probably
Kinda? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I don't know if I could play classical anymore. Oh, fuck. I wonder what... It's a catgut known as gut. Is a type of cord that is prepared from the natural fiber found in the walls of an animal intestines. Wow.
Use them to string musical instruments.
Oh my goodness, dude, that's fucking... Well, okay, well, I guess thank you for the random fact.
Yeah.
So did you ask for that record, or were you just like, here's this record and a turntable?
No, I think that was my mom got, like, I have a brother and sister, older brother and sister, and I think she got the three of us like a record player and Beatles record for Christmas one year.
Was it for Christmas?
Yeah.
And you got a Beatles record for Christmas?
Yeah.
Wow. So you got the record and a turntable, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Those little
cool.
plastic ones with the speaker built in and everything.
Oh, dude, sick. Well, I mean, look where it's gotten you, I mean, did they see the did your parents see the interest early on from because I found that even in like kindergarten you were like saying that you want to be a rock star. You are playing the broom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he wants a sick ass record.
Yeah, I mean,
Who knows, right?
that's what good parents do is like listen to their children and see what their interests are and help them, nurture them.
Okay, so you're going to high school, right? And you're a big fan of what we're talking earlier, Andy Summers of the Police, right? Robin Thicke, and you really wanted which I didn't know these guitars until I heard you talk about them. Hamer?
Yeah.
Hammer?
Hammers.
Is that
They,
is that right?
yeah,
Hammers?
I just knew about him because I was buying Guitar World magazine, and Andy Summers would be on the cover with his
The hammer.
Hamer guitars, and so the
Okay.
first real nice guitar that I spent my money on was a Hamer Phantom,
Hammer
which
fan
is this
for
weird.
like
Yep,
500
yeah, that's
bucks.
the cover.
Is this it? Is that exact
Yeah,
one?
that's a Hamer right there. It's a fretless Hamer actually, which is a sick. Never seen like an electric
It's a
6-string
fretless?
fretless. Yeah, yeah.
It's a
That one he's
fretless?
playing right there, I think, is fretless. But that's the Phantom right there, the red one. And that's pretty much the exact guitar I had.
Because it has some weird pickup, which I want to
Yeah, it
ask you
looks
about.
like
So,
a triple coil, but
yeah,
it's
so it has
actually
this like weird like humbucker
yeah,
plus
it's actually
a
a
single.
humbucker and a single coil in
Yeah,
the same housing, but it looks like it's a triple coil, but
yeah.
it's not really.
I wonder how that sounds. What,
Um, I'm sure they were nice guitars. Like,
500 bucks?
yeah, mom, no, back in the day it was, that's probably
A lot.
yeah, it
More,
was
right?
yeah, it was
What
the
what does that mean now? Probably what, like $1,000 probably?
oh more. I think yeah. I mean they were. I don't know. It was a lot of money they had to save up to buy that.
So okay, you're like, okay, um, I'm 14. I'm washing dishes at this massive restaurant. I'm gonna work my ass off until I could buy this hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I mean you've been in restaurants since you were 14, correct?
yeah. My family had a house in the Outer Banks in North Carolina, and
Mm.
both my brother and sister worked in restaurants as like summer jobs because it's like it's a
Mm.
vacation resort type area. So
Oh
the
yeah.
summer jobs, they're always looking for people.
Mm.
So we could get restaurant work just while we were out of school and living down there. And like I did 1 year working at a campground, and that was horrible because I was
Oh.
in the back of a pickup truck picking up like trash that had been sitting out in the sun for 2 days and trying to snake out drains for. Yeah, it was not a job for a 14-year-old. But then I got into um, washing dishes, and I got to be a steam cook at the age of like 14. I was back at my own porch, and I could watch the sunset over the Currituck Sound. And
A steam cook?
yeah, I was just steaming shrimp and lobsters
Oh,
on
that's
the
sick.
back porch, and it was great. I loved it. That was a great job.
Mm. What was
And
your first job?
um, that was pretty much my first job was picking up trash and at a campground,
Where are you from, Dirks?
Williamsburg, Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad was a professor at William and Mary, and my mother taught kindergarten.
Okay, I was trying to find one. I know he's not from Richmond. I was trying to figure out. I was trying to make some connection with some restaurants I was
Yeah,
seeing.
yeah. Williamsburg, it's like known for the colonial. They have kind of rebuilt the entire downtown. It's like restored it, and so it's like a living museum. Where in high school, I would get to take a day off from high school and go in and like put on the puffy pants and the big shirt and be an apprentice wheelwright
Oh
for a
man,
credit and stuff. And,
you have any pictures of that?
me and,
Yeah.
and,
New
my mom probably does, but
new
I,
fucking promos for for the art show. Yeah,
but yeah,
because
it was a fun place. And like in high school, we would take our acoustic guitars down and like hang out with guys dressed like that and play, Clash songs for tourists.
oh wow, that's sick, dude. Sweet Water. When the band needs anything for a tour or we need something here for the podcast, Sweet Water is where we go. They are the #1 online retailer for pro audio and music instruments. So if you need any music gear fast, click the link in the description below so they know you came from this podcast. That's Sweet Water, your #1 place for pro audio instruments. Yeah, because you come from a family of cooks, correct?
My sister is a professional chef. She went to culinary school
For
and
like
at
20
the
years, right? Or some.
oh longer than that. Like yeah, like right out of college. She also went to VCU and then she went to culinary school and became the head chef at a restaurant in Richmond. And
Called Avalon, correct?
yep,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and I worked there
You were
the
there
whole
too?
time. Yeah, the whole time in GWAR. I like worked my way from being a dishwasher up to bartending, and so worked pretty much every position in a restaurant there. And
Oh, wow. I'm not sure if people know this. Yeah, I mean, I think a majority of your time in in the band you were working, so you were coming back home. Was it to the Avalon?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
for a big chunk of that time. Like, yeah,
Dishwashing.
yeah,
Were you a bus boy?
yep,
Bus prep,
yeah,
cook,
yep.
bartender.
Work grill, work the line, work cold station, work
Man,
waited tables and bartended. And
wow. I think there's something about being a part at some point in your life working with food because it sucks. You know, just I don't. It does something to your work ethic. I think when you're a dishwasher on a Friday night and all your friends are out there hanging out and you're just washing shit off plates, dude. There's something about it, man. That was my first job. I was 16. I started washing dishes at a Mexican restaurant.
yeah,
Friday night, Saturday night, boom, buy and then bought gear.
yeah. But there's something about working the line on a super busy night and getting through it. You know,
Yeah, dude, it's
just
stressful.
being
Dude.
weeded and knowing, and once you've done it, you know you accomplished something. You know, it's like, yeah, it's like you won the war that night. You know,
Oh
it's a
yeah, dude.
battle.
Oh yeah, dude. People don't realize on like a weekend, dude, like how stressful it is on the cook line. It's fucking crazy. That's why, like, do you do the same thing? Like, I don't if my food is like messed up, I don't want to send it back. I'm like, I'll eat it. It's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. She's like, no, send it back. You're paying for it. I don't care because I know it's fucking fried. They're like, it's chaos back there. Like, it's just a simple.
Yeah,
Are you the same way?
yeah. I never send anything back at a restaurant.
Yeah. See.
I mean, I'll be
You know.
disappointed, but
See. It's weird, huh?
yeah.
And then when you leave the table, do you actually clean up the table as clean as you can and then leave? Yes, see, there's when you work with food, you do that.
Yeah. Stack the plates and have it right there ready for them to come by and just so they can just pick it up and go. Not
Put them in a
actually-
corner. Oh, dude, it's ingrained in you. Like when you experience that, you're just like ingrained. Like, oh, I'm gonna send the food back. I'm gonna tip. Gonna know the busboys can get tipped out.
Like,
Oh, that's cool, man. Essentially, were you there the whole time until eventually you got to a GWAR bar?
yeah. I
Wow.
actually, the Avalon closed a year before we opened GWAR Bar, and it turned into another bar that was totally different vibe
Yeah.
than Avalon had been. And I actually stayed there and worked for a year as a bartender as we were building GWAR Bar and getting it ready. So yeah, I've worked in restaurants since I was 14. Like every moment I'm not doing music, that's the only job I've really known.
Wow, you went from working to now it's your shit.
Yeah. But I mean, I still bartend at the restaurant when we're not on tour.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. What it took you guys, the timing of that's kind of crazy because it took you a year to find the right spot, right?
Yeah, at least. Like, we were looking all over Richmond and finally found a building that, like, it was kind of set off by itself and
Yeah.
we could just buy the building and do what we wanted with it, which, of course, it's in a historic neighborhood, so we can't do anything we want with it. We had to paint it one of 5 shades of red and, you know.
Oh, there's only like a few shades of something,
yeah,
a color
it's,
that.
It's in a historic neighborhood and,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Also, so they have but this is only on the outside, right?
Yeah.
You have to paint your building
Yeah.
a certain way.
But the inside's like a little war museum inside.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
Oh, that's what it used to like when it first opened. It was not nearly that stark anymore. It's just every inch is covered. And
Now it's just
war.
covered.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. It's awesome.
Thanks.
It's cool. I think, which I heard you say, and if you work with food, it's kind of the best side gig to have if you're touring, because you can always because it's not as if you're a dishwasher, like it's not as serious, so you could leave.
Yeah.
and then
If you
come
can find the
back.
right restaurant that like
Just
values the people and will work with them, and like a lot of musicians do work in restaurants, and they'll, you know, you can get shifts covered, and like it's for some reason it's just a more forgiving industry to work in for musicians to be able to like take time off. Like, look, I'm not quitting. I just need to go on the road for a month.
Yeah, and they're cool with it.
Yeah. And there's Maybe it's because there's so much turnover in restaurants,
That's
but
true.
yeah.
Every time I go back in there, I'm like, oh, there's a new line of dishwashers. Holy crap, dude! A whole new job sucks. But in a weird way, I loved it. I loved washing dishes. You could zone out,
Yeah.
and sometimes you'll get like free food. They'll like put it in like the corner. You start munching down. Yeah, it was sick, dude. So you were never a metal guy. You were never like a metal guitar player, right?
Yeah. I still don't really think I am. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a shredder type at all. I definitely came from more the punk rock background, but even then I wasn't like, hardcore punk. I was like, oh, punk is fun.
Hmm.
But I was coming from like my influences, like the Police and Dire Straits, and
Hmm.
I was listening to rock radio as a kid, and
Yeah. That was it.
yeah,
It seems like you became like a metal player out of necessity because of the other people that were coming into the band. You're like, oh shit, I gotta learn how
no,
to
I mean
fucking.
I've played with some incredible guitarists, and I always,
Yeah, dude.
I get better. That's how you get better, is by playing with people better than yourself and
Yeah.
trying to keep up with them in some ways. Like, and to this day, I'm still, every time I
Mm.
play with somebody new, I learn new stuff. Like, just started playing with Tommy Meehan
Yeah.
just a year ago, and he's great in a totally different style than anybody I've ever played with, and
Yeah.
it's refreshing. And what keeps music fun is like just
Always learning.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what is that? I mean, you're after being in a band for so long. Like, what kind of keeps you there, right?
Yeah.
Just that. Just learning.
Yeah. I mean, it's well, music is just fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting, and being able to express yourself in a way that nothing else really lets you do.
That is true, huh? Especially the band you're in. It's very legendary, dude. Okay, so I heard that one that you don't practice is this I heard you say it. Is it still like a thing?
Um,
You don't practice, you just I don't know, play songs or what do you do?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. People probably, I don't know. I've never had that thing that so many guitarists have, that like I'm gonna like sit down and nail this and just will play the same thing over and over and
Mm.
get it perfect. It's just
Mm-hmm.
I've I don't know. It's I
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a weird musician. I don't have that inspiration to be the best there is. I have
Mm-hmm.
just want to be able to
Just fucking
do what I want
chug.
to do, and I can do that. And I know, it's like I know I'm never going to be the best, and I don't want to even be part of that race to try to be the best in the
Who does? Fucking dork. Some freaking dorks out there. I want to be the best shredder. My dude, there's pussy out there, man. You don't.
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how you got the gig, right? I mean, um, you're like a weird guitar player that I heard that because they Brockie liked you because you made weird basses, right? Is this true?
Yeah. I mean, it's not because of my guitar playing. It's just I think I'm really good at being able to see, like, whenever writing a song, I don't try to like come up with the most impressive riff. I like always listen to the song and figure out what it needs. And that's why I love writing with other people. I don't
Mm.
like just sitting down and coming in with a thing. I like listening to what other people are doing and
Oh.
making it better or making it work, you
Hmm.
know.
Okay, so you're not coming in with like, oh, I have these riffs. You want to like
Yeah. I like
you want to like
taking other people's riffs and making them fit together and make a cohesive and
oh.
better song.
Mm. So it's more like a collab.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what being in a band is. It's like one of the few truly collaborative art forms, you know. mean, there are solo artists who do everything themselves, and that's great. You can do that, especially with the technology today. But the beauty of being in a band is making music that would never be made by any other group of individuals. It's like everyone is putting something into it.
Everyone's putting their own thing.
Yeah. Which is the thing about GWAR. It's like there've been so many different people in this band, and there's so many different flavors to GWAR, and there's different eras, and it's always changed, and there's just a shared, we all have a shared kind of vision, and people come into that vision and leave that vision, but there's still a driving direction, but it always changes how it comes out depending on who the people are that are working on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always heard you say that GWAR it's bigger than you.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's like its own thing. It's like its own life form. It was like I'm not saying the band is a joke, but correct me if I'm wrong, but it kind of started off as a joke. GWAR was first like a punk band that was making fun of metal, and then you have this guy, this VCU art reject, making his costumes for his movie Scumdogs, and then out of a joke, Brockie's like, "Hey, let me just put these on and let's just go on the stage." Mm-hmm. And so it starts off like, so that essentially it was a joke, and then it just fucking stuck.
Yeah. I mean, when it started out, it was like they would laugh at bands like Kiss and Motley Crue. It was like, that's so hilarious. Like heavy metal is a joke. It's like, oh, look at these costumes. This is what those people want to be doing. Let's do that. And, we were doing like, oh, this is what a big heavy metal show would be like if you saw it in a club that only held 50 people. We were bringing these huge arena rock shows into tiny things and putting this weird demented sense of humor onto them that wasn't in
at the time.
Yeah.
I know we're kind of ragging on the college, but to their credit, they actually had GWAR play a show there, right? Because they have like this outdoor stage, right?
Yeah.
And that's what kind of solidified. Oh, there's kind of something here.
Yeah, there was a concert stage that was right outside the dining hall at VCU called Schaefer Court, and they would
Schaefer Court.
Yeah, they had a concert committee that would put on like 10 shows a year, and they brought in Red Hot Chili Peppers and like lots of touring bands that would get in there, and that was GWAR's first big show, was playing Schaefer Court for VCU.
Were you there as a fan?
I was not at the very first show, and I played the second. We did it twice, and I played the second one.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you ever see him as like a fan?
I did.
Okay. What did you think?
It was.
I'll never join this band.
Actually, no. The first time I really went and saw the band was when I was considering joining it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So,
okay.
Because I was playing in a band with Mike Bishop, who was Beefcake at the time, who's now Blothar.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing, just jamming together, kind of doing a side project band, and the guitarist they had left, and so I went to go see them because he was like, "Well, you should come play for us."
Yeah, because GWAR poached Beefcake, because after the first record, they were like, "We need actually like really good musicians."
Well, no, he was on the first record. They'd
first
they'd
one.
done a couple shows where they would just get different musicians they knew to put on the costumes, and there was a band called the Alternatives who put out some records on SST. They were kind of like this jazz punk band, and so
punk band.
Yeah.
What does that fucking sound like?
They, instead of a lead singer, they had a flute and saxophone player.
Oh wow!
And it was crazy,
What's it called again?
Kind of like the Alternatives.
The Alternatives.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they did like the guitarist played kind of like Greg Ginn type, total psycho leads, and amazing bass player, and drummer, and actually so they would put on the costumes, and it was total different sound back then. But
that's a major fuck you, jazz punk.
Yeah.
That's like I don't know if I could think about like the most fuck you thing ever. Yeah, punk and jazz, boom.
Yep.
Okay, so the first record happens, and you get approached, right? and then you thought you were going to drop out of college for a semester, go to California a few times,
Yeah.
and come back home after a year.
Yeah, they just bought a school bus and they were putting it together. They were going to head out across the country, and
You really thought this was like, a year.
yeah,
And now
I thought it sounded like a fun, amazing adventure thing to do.
there's no foresight. This is it's fun.
Yeah. And it was just too much fun. It's like, well, it's like we're not making any money, but we're having a lot of fun, so we'll just keep doing it.
So you stayed because it was just fun. Like there's no question. Like I'm not. There's nothing to plan. Like there's nothing else I should do. It's just It's just fun. Maybe I should just keep. Did you have any foresight? I mean,
that it was going to last for 40 years?
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's weird. Like there wasn't that moment, that we broke and all of a sudden like, oh, we're big. It just, it seems when you look back at it, it's like, it's like, like we get bigger and bigger, and every time we would go out, there would be more people there, and we would get on, Beavis and Butthead, and it didn't seem like, oh, we were on Beavis and Butthead, and now we're huge. It's just like, okay, now we're getting a few hundred more people at shows, and now we're playing with these people, and it's, I don't know.
Yeah, early on, it seems like you guys just became a thing, and then it's just a slow fucking burn. It's a slow kind of slow.
And something people would hear about and wouldn't really register, but okay, now I've been hearing about this for 5 years, and then they finally see it and they start telling everybody. And
yeah, there was like 3 things that I found that happened to you guys. Was I think the first one was at the time I couldn't find the exact year, but there's a time where censorship was becoming like a big issue, and you guys got thrown into that.
Yeah, because we actually, Dave Brockie got arrested. Like the police came,
like in North Carolina.
Yep, in Charlotte, and they came, and time like Jesse Helms was, but it was the time that the PMRC was, all those hearings were going on.
Yeah,
and
what does that mean?
Parental. Oh, I don't remember.
We're finding it right now.
But it was
Parents Music Resource Center.
Yeah, but it was Al Gore's wife, kind of was in charge of it, and they were the ones who
Tipper Gore.
Yeah, Tipper Gore.
They
started saying, okay, this music is getting out of hand. It's becoming pornographic, and it needs to be rated like movies, and children shouldn't be able to hear certain things, and they had a bunch of hearings, and
somehow you got thrown into that.
And so there started to be, like Frank Zappa was talking to Congress about trying to defend music and artists. But they started being like a lot more legal presence at shows, and they heard about what we did, and they were like, sent the police and undercover cops there. And
undercover too?
Yeah.
What the fuck, undercover?
And so they saw the show, and we had a scene where there's a priest who gets like cross shoved up his ass.
Yeah.
So they said, nope, that's it. That's pornographic. And so they took Dave and arrested him, threw him in jail after the show.
And didn't they take the fish?
Yeah. They confiscated his the Otis's dick, and put it in evidence. And
that's some evidence.
Yeah. But he had to plead guilty because Dave was a Canadian citizen. They were threatening him with being deported.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so he pled to a misdemeanor of disseminating obscenities in front of minors. And so we got a fine, and they let him go.
Wasn't the judge named Dick Boner?
Yep.
That is so weird. That is so fucking weird. They actually printed
that in the Charlotte Observer. I think that Dave's quote was, "I'm thoroughly satisfied with Dick Boner's stiff sentence."
Oh, you cannot fuck with Brockie's wit, dude. It's like, what are the chances that is the judge's name and trying to sentence someone for that? It's like, well, I'm offended by your fucking name, Judge. I'm sorry. I think they're Richard Boner. Oh my goodness. So did he have to go to court in North Carolina?
I think so.
I never knew Brockie was Canadian.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he was a resident alien, so
Oh,
he lived here since he was like 3, and but he never got a U.S. citizenship.
then where did he move to Richmond from?
He grew up in D.C.
Okay,
and he lived there from the time he was a child, and then moved to Richmond for college.
VCU.
Yeah.
Wow. Here, some of us are saying, hey, don't go to college. But that there's like, I was kind of like fascinated how, man, there's so much around this college.
Yeah.
That's in Richmond, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yes, so you had that. You had the issue. Oh, well, actually, my last question for that time period was, what happened after? Did you notice, like, did the censorship affect you guys in a negative way or a positive way? Because some bands actually like benefited from it.
Probably positive. Probably gave us more publicity than it hurt us.
I was wondering, like, are more people going to shows now, and what's like the?
Yeah, I think probably people heard about us from the publicity of us getting censored.
What came first, that or the Grammys?
That was first, because then we made the long form video, Phallus in Wonderland, which
Yes,
is
okay.
basically
Okay.
based on the incident of him getting arrested and them taking the cuttlefish away. So we made a whole fictitious story about the cuttlefish being taken by Edna P. Grambo and the Morality Squad. And so that actually got nominated for Best Long Form Video.
Dude,
So,
why did that? It's so weird. What a weird circle. So we get arrested for one thing, and now we're gonna make a story out of it. Now this is gonna get nominated for a Grammy.
yeah.
Wow. Whose idea was it to actually pursue the idea of going to the Grammys with the as you guys?
Oh, in costume? Well,
Yeah.
Of course, I
Fuck
was
it.
just went without saying. We all knew if we're going in costume. Like, what's
Yeah.
the point of us showing up? Is,
Yeah.
in tuxes or something? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. What's the point?
no
Yeah.
one's gonna care.
Yeah. I wanted to get that like timeline of those. I call it the trifecta, and then someone from Beavis and Butthead found out about you guys. Obviously, was a massive fan, and then they were talking about you guys. Beavis and Butthead's favorite band, GWAR. Boom. That's just, I don't know. What would you call that? Luck?
I don't know. It's weird. Like, I've always wanted to like talk to Mike Judge about how he like picked us to be Beavis and Butthead's favorite band.
Never
because,
talked to him about it?
No, like,
Huh.
we've tried to get in touch with him, like, want to do projects with him and stuff. Like, if he ever does Tales from the Tour Bus, the metal years, yes, I was on there.
Mm.
Yeah, I've never really met him or talked to Mike Judge, but that was
What year was this?
after the Grammy nomination.
It was like the boom, boom, boom. Just from the outside, it kind of seemed like it was like back. Now that I looked at that time period for you guys, it seemed like it was this bam, bam, bam. So it kind of makes sense if you're just jamming in the band for fun. I guess I would see like, okay, wait, this is happening. This is fun.
Yeah.
Let me just stay.
Yeah, and stuff was happening, so it's like, oh, I guess I'm gonna do this, and yeah, it just something I enjoyed, and we were still working other jobs. We're like not technically making a living at it, but making some money, and
Yeah, what was the money like back then? Like, cause you guys are all, it was all in house.
yeah,
Like you're guys making your own costumes, and then putting up production on, which is that's not cheap. That's thousands and thousands of dollars.
no, I mean, yeah, we took pretty much all the money we were making and putting it back into what we were doing. Like, we rented a giant big warehouse in Richmond, and the new slave pit. We had a big compound on Chamberlain Avenue that
Yeah.
like it was a warehouse. It was the whole width of a city block, and
Yeah.
we had a yard that we could film in. That we filmed our long form videos and stuff in there. We did Phallus in Wonderland and Skullhead Face both there. We recorded 2 of our albums there. Just like brought in a mobile studio truck and set up inside the biggest room in the warehouse. And but yeah, and then we were taking all the money and building more props. And
Whose idea was that? Was there like a discussion? Hey, let's tour the world. Let's tour like the country in these costumes, and let's just come home with no money. Was there like a talk about it or anything? Like,
no, I mean that
everyone
wasn't
just
ever
trusted?
the plan. Was never to make no money, but it was just, you know, we're artists, and so we wanted to keep making art. And here's some money, so we're gonna spend it on making more art. And
You guys really were a bunch of artists.
yeah, it's, you know, we're not like a regular band, because there are also these guys who are building stuff, and they're as much part of it as any of the musicians are. And so it's really as a collective of artists.
Yeah, there's just so many people involved with what it like became. You know,
Yeah.
just like the idea to the costumes to the production, the money that was being spent or lost. You know, like, but it didn't matter because it was art.
Yeah.
That's when it always goes back to just the art form. Do you think that's what played into why the band's here now?
Everyone that's come into it has kind of seen what it is and realized it's not this band of rock stars. It's a group of artists that have this shared vision that we've been working on for 4 decades.
At the risk of sounding cheesy, so it's like why it's working now still because it was pure, like you build like a pure foundation,
Yeah.
right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much foundation. Like there's just storylines that go back forever. We've built a whole mythos around this band. You know, it's like that there could be a course on it where you're studying
Oh yeah,
the fictional history of GWAR. It goes even deeper than the actual real 40-year history. That it's infinite. It goes back to the beginning of time, and
yeah.
and we just keep adding to it, and it gets bigger and bigger. Like the story is like this weird, twisted soap opera we've been telling for 40 years, and it just keeps getting
Keeps
deeper
going.
and deeper.
Is that how you shaped your mask? Because people said you had like the faces you would make, and I guess by coincidence, it's like a Jaws. Is there any like relation there, or no?
No,
Or
not really.
am I
Actually,
overthinking it?
someone was wearing the Jaws before the character of Ballsack the Jaws of
Oh
Death
shit!
existed
Okay.
before I was even in the band. So
Because I was looking at videos of you playing pre mask. Oh, he's kind of making that face like with his fucking teeth out. I was like, I wonder if there's like a, hey, you're like the perfect guy for like this. It's kind of like a similar face.
yeah, no, just coincidence.
Coincidence. All right, Derks, I'm gonna let you make the call. Is round 2 or no?
Um, let me check and see what's going on with the truck.
I'm right here. Okay. Just so you know, they're right there, just chilling.
Right.
I'm chilling. Okay. Congrats on the. I mean, speaking of like the history, I mean, obviously, Scott made the documentary, which is an hour and 50 minutes. So it sounds like his intentions were, because multiple people prior tried to do something with you guys. You guys always said no, and then once you were looking for someone to do it, you met with a few people and said no, but for some reason you guys went with Scott because he didn't have a agenda, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't as involved in selecting Scott, but I mean, he did an amazing job, and he really, you know,
Scott
got
Barber, shout out.
Yeah, Scott Barber. He just understood what we did and respected what we did, and I don't know. It's it's kind of rare when people do documentaries that they allow their subject to actually have input in the direction, which we didn't really like steer him. And it's like, these are the things you have to say. He just interviewed everybody and did what he did, and we were delighted with it. But we, you know, we didn't want to have someone just coming in and, you know, doing a story of Anvil type thing about us. You know, it's like, you know, it's like they.
Was that a worry?
I mean, I think it is if, you know, you're going to open up to somebody and you don't know, you know, they could have an agenda and want to tell whatever story they want to tell. Because with that art form, with documentary filmmaking, you can tell whatever story you want with the footage you have. Yeah. So it's true, huh? It can be scary, but
you kind of have to let go, huh?
Yeah.
Right? All right, let's see, this person's going to make us look dumb or dumber. Yeah, there's a lot of trust there.
Yeah, there is. And we really opened up to him, and he rewarded that trust with a really great film, I think.
If you want to watch the doc, when did it come out again? I'm sorry.
The
date
I'm not sure.
Okay, so now I don't feel bad. The date is keeping in mind.
2021. So
during the pandy. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. How would you? I was gonna say how I watched it, but how would you prefer people see it?
Without me in the room. It's a hard thing for me to watch because there is a lot of raw moments in there. And
so I've avoided. I watched the first half, and then once the second half was going, I already knew where it was going. I'm like, all right, I'm a little bit too close to home for both sides.
Yeah.
And but there's a Blu-ray option for me. I watched it on Amazon. It's quick, literally rent or purchase for either $2 or $5. Boom, it was Prime Video. And I don't think I ever seen a movie on Prime Video, but it was right there. I was like, I typed it where I can get it. Oh, Prime Video came up. Boom. But I think it's on AMC Plus.
Yeah, Shudder.
Shudder, yeah. So case
Shudder is part of AMC.
Boom. All these companies are connected. I don't even know what's what anymore. Like, this company is this plus and the minus, and Disney. I don't fucking know what's going on anymore. And I just thought, yep, okay. Shudder, AMC Plus, and Prime Video. So that's why I watched it. It was quick.
Yep. Yeah, I just watched it again for the first time in a couple years at Kevin Smith's theater on the Jersey Shore. We went up there and did a film viewing of it with him and Q&A. But yeah, I hadn't watched it in a couple years until then. But
how was that for you?
It's always fucking hard for me to watch it, but it was good. You know, it was a great reaction. Like Kevin actually said, it was one of the best documentaries he's ever seen. So that was impressive. So yeah, shout out to Scott Barber.
Shout out Scott. Yeah, he did a great job, man. Yeah. I assume that shit's really hard to watch, man. Yeah, we were we're talking earlier. What? Because I was wondering, like, have I met Derks before? I don't know if it was like in passing or some drunk thing. I don't know, but yeah, we did that tour with you guys in Australia.
Yeah, there was a night
no sleep till
in Queensland. Like, it was my first and only time to New Zealand, and I know I hung out with some of your guys. I'm not sure, like me and Dave and 3 of you guys went out drinking the whole night and went up and down. I don't know if you were there.
Was that the duck night?
Huh?
Was that the duck day?
The duck day?
Yeah, I heard like because a couple of my guys were like, "Dude, we somewhere GWAR. We're eating a duck."
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
Dude, there was a day where the dressing rooms were jail cells.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where was that?
In Australia, but yeah,
Perth?
We were in a prison.
Perth, I think. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, may have been Perth, but that was cool.
Yeah, I was wondering where I met you. I'm like, so, but again, I was like, oh, this might be my first official time. But yeah, we walked into this fucking jail, and our cell our room
Yeah.
cell is like to the left, and you guys were kind of blocking our way into our room. And Brockie started. Were you at that table? He started throwing the bottle of Jaeger to each of us. It was like, here, boom. You literally just throw it like it was nothing. I don't know you guys were. I'm like, dude, I don't know what fucking time was it? It was like noon or something.
Yeah.
I don't think we fucking played yet. Yeah, that's our memory of you guys. Very very precious for us. Like whenever you guys are brought up, we always like brag about that story. You know, like I heard each member tell it. You know, Brockie threw a fucking bottle of Jaeger at me. It was sick. Dude, we were just drinking, and then he the show already happened, and then he was I don't know he was in our cell, and he started telling the story how he's gonna take over the fucking White House. It was sick, dude.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was sick.
He was going to start a political movement called Black Star Movement. Yeah.
Black Star. It was Operation Black Star, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was really passionate about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys were a, which I don't hear many people say about you or the band, but you guys were a truly a creative force. And you kind of see it with this just by looking at the show. It's a creative force, and I could just a few moments I've been around Brockie, I'm like, damn, he's like just a creative force he was.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can only imagine being, you know, around that. Just the energy of it, man.
He was definitely a force of nature.
Yeah. Dude, how is it for you being in a band with him? What what do you look back on? Because I have my moments that I look back on.
Um, I don't know. I mean, with the way I am creatively, I couldn't have asked for something better because I'm always best at taking other people's energy and focusing it. And he was
Mm.
so scatter force that,
And you could like kind of
yeah, it just gave me so much to work with. I
yeah.
could say, okay, let's take this part. This is something we could actually do and,
That's your thing.
focus it. But yeah, and yeah, it was just unpredictably wild. So it's like, you never knew what you were going to get with him.
So it was just be like a bunch of ideas, and your thing was taking ideas and just focusing and kind of honing in
Yeah.
on some of the better ideas. I think maybe we could do something with this, and you were just kind of help push it.
Yeah.
That was your thing. Yeah, I never heard someone talk about it in that way. You know, because no one really knows like the each individual person and their duty in the band of GWAR or what is the band.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah. I mean, my role is definitely altered since we lost him. Like, I find myself having to do a lot of things that I didn't do before because he was just there. I'm
yeah.
a lot more involved in the actual, writing of storylines and scripting and
Did you have a chance to? Were you at any point preparing for what happened with Brockie because you guys were approaching you guys were approaching your 3-decade 30th year anniversary, and wasn't he talking about a couple years prior that he was going to retire and he was looking for his replacement?
yeah, I mean, I had conversations with him about how he had, was reaching his limit of what he felt he could do with this band and wanting to move on.
What did he want to do, you think?
He wasn't sure. That was the thing. I mean, I think he wanted to
Just try
just
something.
focus more on his own art that wasn't part of a collective art, and just
Was that decision he made to potentially retire? Was that affected by a Cory that because he passed away in 2011, right?
yeah.
Did
Yeah,
that?
I mean,
Did you think that might have pushed them in some way? Hey, maybe I don't. I'm not gonna live forever like I thought.
yeah, I don't know that. I mean, of course, that hit all of us really hard, but um, yeah, I'm sure it played some role in his reevaluating his life type thing, but I don't know.
Did that make you think about your life? It did me when we lost Mitch. Everything was just backwards. You got to change your perspective. Everything's different.
Yeah, with Cory, it was just so out of the blue. Like
Was that sudden?
it was insanely. I was, watching a Wes Anderson movie in the front lounge with him, and he was talking about his favorite type of cookie was a cookie on an airplane, and then he's like, "All right, I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning." And then that was it. It was just,
Just like a normal day in the front lounge hanging out.
it was just gone.
There was no signs. He didn't talk about anything, any health issues.
No, I had no idea that
How old was Cory?
he was early 30s. I
Early
think.
30s, man. I'm sorry, Derks.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we heard about that, it was like traumatizing. Like, dude, they're on tour. They're on tour, man. What'd you guys do the day after?
Um, we were about to cross the border, and
Did they cross the border?
yeah, and actually that's how we found him, or how, like, we were being woken up early, and he didn't wake up. Yeah, so we just had a meeting and trying to figure out what we were gonna do, and decided we didn't know what else to do. We were gonna keep going, and we did. We like canceled one show, and we're playing a show then, like 2 nights later.
You're playing a show 2 nights later. Unbelievable. I don't know if I'm pretty insane. I don't know if I can do that. You guys have talked about it. They were like, we have to go on. Like, or Cory would want us to keep going.
Yeah,
And then probably right after the tour, you got to have the memorial.
yep, yeah.
Early 30s, man.
We
Tragic.
we flew home from the tour for his memorial, and then flew back out on the tour.
Oh, it's on the tour.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
fuck.
during the tour.
Did the fans know?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knew, and like every night we had his guitar on stage with us, and
I'm sorry, Derks. Yeah, I was curious exactly what happened. You know, because those are like the most tragic things that could happen in a band.
yeah,
So you flew home during the tour. You kept touring a night later, and then flew back for the memorial
yeah, in the middle of the same tour,
in the
and
middle of the same tour.
flew back out and continued it, which is just, it's so insane to me that we did that. It's like
Would you have done anything differently?
the person I am now. Yeah, I don't think we could do that. I don't know how we did that, but I don't know. I just felt like if we didn't keep going right then, we were all just going to fall apart, and that was the end of everything.
Where were you guys at in that time period? Were you? Because I mean, you're kind of doing that. Sometimes you guys are the foundation's good. Sometimes it's kind of rocky. Sometimes people are moody. Like where were you guys at then?
In what sense?
Yeah, like are you guys is like the band doing good? You guys stoked to be out on
Yeah,
the road?
I feel like we were. I don't know. It's weird. Like I never really have a good sense for where we are career wise.
Oh, really?
When I'm in the middle of it, like it always seems to me like we've been playing the same clubs for, you know, at least 20 years, 30 years. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, we're playing House of Blues tonight. We've been playing House of Blues, like, not this one, but we played the House of Blues in LA for 20 years. But yeah, so I don't know. It's never been like, oh, we come out and oh, there's 200 people here. It's always been like, okay, there's about 1,000 people here. We never come out and there's 20,000 people unless
Yeah.
we're playing a festival.
Yeah.
But we've always had like kind of our core audience, and
You guys
it's
always
never,
had that, huh?
yeah.
Just
We've
that
been at this
consistent
sort of level of just making it and being for our entire careers,
consistent. Just that fucking consistency, dude.
But I mean, but the fans are being replaced. We have young kids. We still have like our old fans, but you get to be my age. You don't want to go out to shows every night, and
Yeah.
there's new people there every time we come out, and it's
So you see new people keep coming in,
yeah,
but also at the same time, there's probably
yeah,
like the diehards are also coming out as well, right?
oh yeah.
It's a trip to see, huh? Like, man, it's more different kinds of people now. Holy crap! Holy shit, we're on TikTok now. It's just you just don't. This is something about just that consistency.
It's what we've done. We just always just keep going.
Derks, I am obsessed finding out how bands do that. So it's kind of like I'm like, how do you? How? What you guys do?
And then you get to a certain point in your life, and you don't know what else you would do if you don't keep going. But I mean, I don't know. I've got other things in my life, and it's like I don't need this, but it's just what I do, and it's what I'm comfortable doing, and I still love doing it. So.
Do you think you could ever walk away from it?
Yeah. Of course.
So your identity isn't like completely like roped into it, like just.
No, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like because it's not me. It's a character I play, and it's something I do. But
that hasn't changed throughout like the recent years.
No,
Really?
I still don't think of. I'm still part of a theatrical performance, and I'm playing a character, and
Yeah. How was it for you doing the first record after Brockie passed away? That record came out in 2017. Right? How was that? How was that for you?
I mean, it was hard. It took us a while to figure out who we were as a band without Dave. It definitely, that was a hard record to write, to really find our voice without him.
What were those conversations like?
Well, first we got Mike Bishop to come back and sing with us, which was because we had talked about like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go trying to find some new kid that sounds like Brockie? But I just can't imagine anybody being thrown into that situation, like where okay, you're gonna be the new front man for this band that's been around for 30 years and try to fill the role of this larger than life.
Yeah.
Literally, because he was fictional and larger than life as a human being as well behind it. There's just no way. I don't think anybody could just come in and do that, except for Mike Bishop, who had the history. And he's not trying to be Dave Brockie, and he's not trying to be Otis Urungus. He's trying to be a part of GWAR, which he always has been. He understands where we're coming from and what we've always wanted to do, because he was there in the beginning and he was part of the original dream, so and that's why I think it worked and why we could keep going. And also we have, like I was talking about before, like it's a different band depending on who's in it. and we are a different band now, but that's okay. We don't have to be the band that we were with Dave, and I think we're comfortable not being that band. And if fans don't want to see this version of GWAR, that's fine. But we still believe that there's a lot of artistic merit to what we're doing, and it's something we love doing and we want to share with people, and a lot of people still really enjoy it and want to see it. And it's, it's not the same band, and I would say that the band without, the band I joined wasn't the same band that was GWAR before me, and the band without Dewey Rowell wasn't the same band. The band without Pete Lee wasn't the same band. The band without Cory Smoot definitely is not the same band. And it's like it's a different band every time, but it's still always GWAR.
Yeah, it's crazy how it just maintains this thing.
Yeah.
Even with such a tragic loss as Brockie, it still maintains the fucking thing. I don't think I ever heard of a band doing that.
Yeah. It's crazy because we're not really a band. We're a concept and a collective of artists that are telling a story.
Do you guys think you're channeling like something else?
I mean,
like what is that?
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe there actually is a real GWAR out there in outer space, and they're beaming these ideas down to us.
Oh yeah, dude. I believe ideas are always out there. You're just fucking taking them, and if you don't take them quick, someone else does. But that's just my personal belief. It's like, where's this thing coming from? Where's this fucking? What's your personal life like, Derks? Because I don't really even doing such a deep dive on you. I don't really know much about you. Are you just hanging at home doing a GWAR bar?
Yeah.
Family.
I'm a grandfather. My daughter
Beautiful.
Lives in Richmond, and
Beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
and my parents still live in Williamsburg, and my brother and sister don't live too far away. So yeah,
Very very supportive family still. After so many, they must be really proud of you, man. After everything that you've been through with the band, they're always there,
yeah. I'm really lucky in that sense.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't thinking, oh yeah, he's gonna go on tour and then eventually get shot at. It's like you lived a crazy life, Derks. I don't know if you ever I struggle with it too, trying to look back. I don't know why there's something in you that just prevents you from doing that. But I don't know if you ever look back. I'm like, damn, that should happened. That was a crazy life.
Yeah. I mean, watching the documentary really kind of said, oh yeah, that's not normal.
It's not normal. It's not normal. The life you lived is not normal. Even to me, it's not like, oh, dude, what the fuck's this guy been doing the past fucking 40 years, man? What's up with the art show? I know we touched on it in the beginning, but what's the goal of that? I was like, am I just chilling here for a little bit? Is this art show gonna be here for a period of time?
I think it's through November. I think it's coming down in November.
November.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's only a few more weeks at the.
Cool. So this drops this Monday. So you're listening. And you're in California. There's a GWAR art gallery.
Yeah, it's the Beyond the Streets gallery in LA.
That's cool. I was looking around like, damn, this isn't normal. This is fucking crazy to see, man. All looking at all the older costumes, and I'm like, damn, dude. Seeing all the props and the figures, and you guys have all kinds. I don't even know what you guys had there. There's all kinds of shit there.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what's all there. I was
milk
there
bottles.
Yeah.
Whose idea was this?
Roger Gassman from the from the gallery, but him and Bob
Okay.
Gorman
Okay.
really put it together. We've done some art shows before, but this was probably the most comprehensive one we've ever done.
You really try to like encapsulate like the whole, like the history as a whole.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, congrats, man. It was fucking. It was, in a weird way, it was kind of beautiful. In a weird way, I was like, damn, it's fun.
Very weird way.
Yeah, man. It's just that fucking dark art, which is my favorite. Congrats, man. All right, so the only is there a? I'm looking for a closing date. Is there like some kind of date where like this is fucking done?
I think so, but I'm not sure what it is. November 2nd.
Oh shit!
So
Really?
sooner than I thought.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's this Monday? Fuck. It's probably. Dude,
Yeah, so it's only up like another week after.
okay,
this
cool.
comes
So
out.
if you're listening, literally, it's only up for less than a week. So
Yeah.
you're listening to this, it's the 27th. Thank you, Jay. It's cool. So now, what are you gonna do with all that stuff?
It goes back to the slave pit.
Slave
in
Pit,
Richmond.
dude.
Yeah.
Is that also like your business name? Slave
Um,
Pit.
Yeah, Slave Pit Enterprises.
Let's keep it in house, dude.
Yeah.
Let's keep it in house. Congrats, dude. What's up? I keep hearing about the I can't say this. Gwar barbecue sauce.
Yeah, we haven't had that in a while. We used to do a
My mind won't say it. Barbecue.
yeah barbecue because we had a
Barbecue.
festival
Okay.
that we were doing in Richmond for we did it about I don't know, we did it about 7 years in a row. It's called the GWAR-B-Q festival.
But the actual sauce.
Yeah, we had a sauce that we bottled that's not available anymore. We still serve it at the restaurant. But
Oh, it's smart. Okay,
yeah,
got
we
it. I was
don't
like,
have it.
because that shit would always sell out.
Yeah, I don't know. We did a big batch of it and sold it for a while, but yeah, we're not bottling it anymore.
How'd you guys make it?
Well, it was based off the recipe from the restaurant, and we went to a bottling company in Kansas City, and they, I went up and perfected the big batch recipe of it with them, and
You went
they
out there?
bottle it. Yeah,
Nice, dude. Kansas City?
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Who made the initial recipe?
I did. It was from yeah.
Wow. Straight up, dude.
It was a
Mate.
beer and molasses based barbecue sauce.
Okay. So is this still served at GWAR Bar?
Yeah.
Okay. That's smart, dude. Gourmet junk food, which was your idea, right?
Yeah, that's actually a picture of me at the factory that we or the bottling company where we.
Oh, smart, dude. There
Yeah.
it is. Oh my god. Okay, so it's only sold at the GWAR Bar.
Yeah.
Any update from your team? I know today for you again. Thank you for being here. I know today's been chaos for
Yeah, our
for,
truck broke down.
your whole production, which should have been there hours ago. It's
Yeah, we're gonna have to do unload the semi and throw it up on stage and get the doors open in 2.5 hours from now.
throw and go.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I know that's in the back of your mind. I know you got shit going on, Derks. But is there something that about you, Derks, about the history of your band that you want out there?
I just like that people can enjoy it however they want to, and
Yeah, keep rocking.
yeah.
Well, Derks, I know you got to get back, man. I just want to thank you for your time.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, and good luck with your contacts.
Yeah.
Why don't you get glasses or LASIK?
It's not actually I have a chronic dry eye condition which is kind of brought on by my it's a kind of came on as part of the graft versus host from after I had a bone marrow
Did it really?
transplant. Yeah.
Or I thought you had the dry eye effect prior. No, so this was
No,
a
I mean I've
direct.
always had bad eyes,
Oh,
but
okay.
now I have this condition where they don't produce enough moisture and get really dried out, and I'm wearing contacts because it's a special type of contacts that'll hold moisture against my eyes to actually keep them moisturized. Like if I wear glasses, it can correct the vision, but still my eyes are yeah.
You
Well,
you got diagnosed at 2017, correct?
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like I started getting sick when we were out on Warped Tour, and actually had to leave that tour.
What did that feel like? It's like, oh, I feel sick or I feel tired. What?
Yeah, it was just extreme exhaustion, and because I just didn't have my body wasn't making white blood cells, so I wasn't getting oxygen throughout my body, and
And then it took the doctors what, like at least a couple months
a
to
long
figure out.
time to figure it out. Like, because I was just getting blood transfusions, and as they were trying to figure it out, and
Were you really?
yeah, every time you get a blood transfusion, it becomes harder and harder to match your blood, which is a weird thing. So
I didn't know that.
every time you get more blood, it becomes harder to find blood that you can use. And so it was getting to the point where like I would have to go to the hospital to get blood transfusions, and they would just keep me there for like a couple days just trying to find blood they could use.
You had to get like a bone marrow transfusion, right?
Yeah, transplant.
Yeah, transplant. Man, how did that go? Fuck.
It's
Fucking
pretty
sucked.
fucking horrible. Yeah. They'll live in the hospital for a few months and couldn't, yeah, just they through chemo destroy all my all my bone marrow so that I'm ready to accept the donor, who was my sister's blood marrow. So
Wow.
couldn't really be around. I was very susceptible to any kind of germs, so I was like isolated and wearing masks every time anyone was around me, or they had to wear masks. And so before COVID, I was like wearing masks for like a year, and then as soon as I got out of the hospital,
I'm used to this.
we get to COVID, and I'm like, oh, now the whole world has to do it. So I'm like, fuck you, you don't want to wear a mask. I've been dealing with this for a year now.
Oh man.
But yeah, it was not fun.
That is terrible. Were you ever going on tour with this issue? Because I thought you were going to labs on during the road
Yeah, like when I was
to get your blood monitored, correct?
yeah, like I would have to go and have blood work done like once a week when I was out on the road, so to find like places to draw my blood. And
And then during the tour, did you fly home to get the blood transfusion?
no, it was actually because yeah, I forget. It gets foggy, but I know I did a tour before the the bone marrow transplant that I actually didn't have to get any transfusions that whole time, because I kind of had a little bit of a remission type thing, but not really beforehand. But yeah,
How'd you feel after?
I don't know. I mean, there was definitely a long recovery time.
Yeah. How long was that?
At least 6 months, maybe a year.
But now you're back out riffing.
Yep.
I don't know if the White Claws helped, Dirk. I'm not sure if that's helping, or it could be. I don't know. Maybe it's relieving stress. I'm not sure. All right. Well, I know you got to get back. I tried to end it, then we went on. Went on. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So, GWAR Art Gallery. You got one more week. If you listen to this or watching on Monday, it's in LA.
Yep.
It's in LA. I was driving to LA. I don't like going out there, but I was like, you know what? This is special. So I went there. So you got less than a week. What street is it on? Yep. 434 North La Brea Avenue, Los Angeles, California. Boom. So check it out. Is it free?
Yeah,
Or
I think
okay.
so.
So you just walk in, hang out.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
And-
Lots of cool merch. It's only available at the gallery.
Okay, that was my next question. So is there merch there?
Yeah,
Sick.
they've got the book that Bob and Roger had put together. The This Is GWAR book, which is a
Sick.
awesome history of GWAR with all kinds of rare photos and stuff. But they've got that there and a bunch of unique for the gallery stuff.
Cool. Any dates you want to push? Anything coming up in the future?
We're out on tour with Helmet, the Dwarves, and Blood Vulture until the end of November. I'm going to Australia beginning of December.
I saw that.
Got I guess I haven't announced it yet. Yeah. Lots of stuff coming up.
Oh, cool. Well, I assume you guys are jamming something. I'm sure you're writing some. It's been a couple years. I was jamming the latest record. I think that was 2023, right? So I'm sure.
Well, we have the EP comic book, The Return of GWAR.
Oh
that just
yeah.
came out last year.
Nice.
So,
And it has like some like live songs on it too, correct?
yeah, it's got some live tracks.
Nice. Cool.
And 3 new songs. And a 32-page comic book that written by me and Matt McGuire. And
Sick, man. Dude, check out that dark art, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
yeah, it's great packaging because it's the comic book and record in one.
Yeah.
So you got to get it on vinyl because if you try to get the CD, you're not gonna be able to read the comic.
Oh, you gotta get the vinyl then.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Is that anything else? Anything else we're missing? Cool. All right. Well, if you're in SoCal again, check out the art gallery. December 6th, I'll be in Huntington Beach at the Rise Above Fitness doing some toys for tots, lifting. So you want to meet me and Brendan Chiappetti, donate some toys. December 6th in Huntington Beach. And that's it for me. Derks, honor, man. Thank you.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Everyone, that's it. Later.